what most businesses do in their marketing campaign is target only these people. That means there's a very huge opportunity here to make more money if you are targeting 97% of your market. This sales letter brought $2 billion in revenue to this company. You are speaking with 12, not just random people, but qualified people for your business. The major backbone of how I was able to do this and is still able to do this entire sequence. So you're turning out, right? You're turning out like 12 pieces of content per week alone for your business. By 2032, the content market will be worth over $2 trillion US. Do you run a B2B business, a coaching business, or a consultancy? And you're probably struggling to get as many clients as possible. You've realized that, look, I have massive opportunity in the market space. There's enough prospect for me to reach out to, but you're finding it difficult. So what I want to do today is introduce you to the ultimate scaling system for B2B businesses, for coaching businesses, and for consultancy businesses. Now let's get right to it. So first of all, my name is Kindness. I run a digital marketing agency, a growth-focused digital marketing agency that develops infrastructures to help business owners scale and grow massively, because there's so much opportunity available in 2024 that many business owners are oblivious to. So let's get right into it. So this video will probably be for you if you are facing any of the following challenges. So number one, probably if you're unable to put your business in front of as many individuals as possible in your industry that need the services you offer, especially decision makers, and that is if you're running B2B businesses. Probably most of the deals or contracts you get are through third parties. So this system will be very useful for you if you are finding it difficult to generate enough leads for your business. So if you're finding it difficult to convert these people to paying customers automatically, that's why you need this ultimate scaling system. Probably you want to launch a new product in your business, your financial services company, you have a new product, probably it's an insurance plan or a pension plan or whatever, but you're finding it difficult to, because probably one, there's enough saturation in the market, so you find it difficult to convince people that, okay, look, my company is the best to work with, probably a consultancy or a coach. Very same thing. This system will work very well for you. So this system will help you convert a total stranger, complete stranger who fits your ICP being your ideal customer profile, to become raving fans, people who want to work with you. So because the entire goal of this is such that by the time a prospect books a call with you, what we want is for the entire encounter to be such as a patient coming to a doctor for help. That's what we want to do. We want to put your business in that kind of situation so that they're already sold on working with you even before they get to you. There's a fantastic quote by Grant Cardone, and it says the best known product will always beat the best product. So if you have this kind of problems, definitely what you need is a system that can bring in thousands and hundreds and tens of thousands of leads for your business every single month. So you want a system that ensures that at the end of the day, you are only speaking with individuals who are ready to purchase from you, and a system that makes your company look like the go-to company, the authority in your space. The authority is not just awards. The authority in terms of providing much value on the internet. I'll go over that. So that's why I call it the ultimate scaling system for B2B businesses, coaches, and consultancies. Now, this is a system that has been proven over and over again. So the Qatari used many of this business to scale his company from going from $50,000 a month to an additional $500,000 a month. So how does it work? Fantastic. Now let's say you're selling a 10 million naira product or service, probably in one-time payment. Now, and then you said, okay, I want to add an extra 100 million to my company's monthly revenue. That means probably you want to make for 100 million, that's just for 10 sales. For a billion, that's like 100 sales in a single month. Is that possible? Very possible. Let's say you have a system that you reach out to 8,000 to 10,000 people. and you have a system, not just anybody, ideal clients. And you have a system that can convert 1% of the leads you get to customers. So 1% of 1,000 is 10, and 10 times 10 million is 100 million naira added to your revenue monthly. 1% of 10,000 is 100. 100 times 10 million naira has given you 1 billion naira in additional revenue. Right? Depends on how your business is structured. This could be monthly revenue. It could be across a year. So disclaimer: the results can differ from business to business. I'm not making a guarantee that if you use this particular system, you will get this result. But I'm saying you will see massive improvements in your business. What you want for your business is not leads. What you want is paying customers. So we want a system that can convert without strangers to paying customers, and I've called it the ultimate scaling system. Now let's get right into it. Good. So this is how it works. This is the system right here. I'll break it down to component parts. Now, the very first problem we want to solve in terms of getting more customers and clients for your business is solving the lead generation problem. Now, how do we do that? We leverage advertisements from Facebook alone, especially if you're only coaching program or consultancy business or things like that. On Facebook alone, you have access to about 41.6 million Nigerians on Facebook alone. And if you run Facebook ads, it runs for Facebook and Instagram. That's telling you the amount of opportunity you have on there. Ads on Google has about over 1 billion searches in a single day, right? So to solve the lead generation problem, we can leverage these platforms: Google, Facebook, LinkedIn for B2B businesses, because most businesses have a LinkedIn profile. That means if you run ads on LinkedIn, what happens is you have a high chance of getting in touch with people who need the services you offer. And also we have another method of getting these leads also is organic content. Now, organic content, not just thank God it's Friday post. Those posts, they are nice, right? They help potential customers know that, okay, this message is around, but they do not add value, right? So organic content, I'm talking about posts that, most likely videos and blog posts that add massive value to the clients, right? I'll go over it later on. And then cold email. So currently there are methods and tactics and softwares and tools that we use to scrape over the internet, and then we can use them to get leads of particular niches and businesses, right? I will go over it very soon. So when we run this, right, now the very mistake that most businesses do when running advertisements or any lead generation campaign is the first thing they do is they run advertisement and say call us here. That's a very big mistake. So because what we want to do is we want to be able to convert total strangers to people who want to work with you as paying customers. So how do we do that? So we send them to a landing page. Now this landing page, you have two options, but whichever option we pick, all we are doing here is we are giving them information that is very and extremely valuable to them, right? Maybe FAQs of most frequently asked questions, maybe top 10 things they need to know before they use services around your niche, things like that, or just information that helps addresses their problem. Because if they are in pain right now, they probably need someone to pour ice water on them so they can calm down. So that's what we want to do with information. Now we can either give it away for free, or we can give it away at a very low price. Now what happens is, once you give it away for free, you will get more people that will opt in, and they will give you their email, phone number and first name, which will be very useful for us to marketing to them. Their email, phone number and first name. Now we can also do this such that, now what happens is, well, if we give them for free, definitely more people will sign up. But now here's the thing: in some cases you don't want more people to sign up, you want the most qualified people to sign up. And that's why we can charge on this page. Now let's say we make a small ebook, 10 pages ebook, very valuable ebook to your ideal clients, and then we can say, okay, this is 10,000 naira, right? And what happens is, if they buy an ebook of 10,000 naira, they're most likely to purchase a service of 5 million naira, 10 million naira, 20 million naira, whatever it may be, right? So that's what we want to do. But the essential idea of this page is to capture the leads, because we use this to generate traffic, right? We use this to generate eyeballs, let people know that your business exists, that you're doing this, you're doing this. Then we use this page to capture their details. Now this is what we do. So immediately we come to this page, all we then do is we send them to, because all I want to do so far is to capture as much of them as possible to book a call with your business. So immediately they leave this page, they're directed to this page, and this page is a sales page. Now a sales page is just a website, but now I'm not calling it a website, because now you see, on a website gets people to know about your business, right? The entire idea of it is to get people to know about your business, and okay, your legit business, and things like that. Now a website does not necessarily, is not structured to convince people, right, to buy maybe a product you're offering, there's an offer you're launching, or it is not designed specifically to get people to buy at the moment, right? But a sales page is structured psychologically and logically, using several methods, probably with case studies, with testimonials, with sales letter, with copywriting and everything. The entire idea is we want to compel them to take an action, and in this case that action is to book a call with you. Or if probably you're saying a coaching program, a consultancy business, what you can do is this sales page you can use to upsell them to buy your coaching service. So we send them to the sales page, and if they say fine, okay, if after going to the sales page they are now convinced to work with you, so what do? Automatically we send them to this page. Now this page is to qualify the lead. Why are we qualifying the lead? Remember, time is money. I don't want you wasting time speaking to people who will most likely not buy from you. So we send them through an automated process, the questioning, such that anybody that leaves this page is most likely to buy from you. So once they leave this page, they book a meeting with you. Now this is where some things can go wrong. Now while on this page, something can happen, and then maybe their child started crying in the living room, so they have to go to the living room. What's happening? And then attending to an emergency. Before you know, what happens is they don't end up making it through from point A, that is from the ads to booking a meeting with you. So what we then do is, anybody that does not book a meeting, that's what the system will do. Anybody that doesn't book a meeting from this page, what we do is we now send them to this point here, appointment setting, right? Appointment setting. I'll go deep on this. The entire process of this is somebody will call them almost immediately, or 5 minutes later, or 10 minutes later, but almost immediately we'll call them, qualify them, and try to get them to book a meeting with you. Now some people will not book a meeting with you, right? Probably they just met you on the internet, right? They just met you. You know, the way many companies structure their advertising campaigns is very funny, in such that the entire advertising campaign is like, just imagine a scenario. You're a beautiful woman, and a stranger comes up to you, a man, and proposes to you on the spot. Most likely you won't buy, you won't accept that proposal now, except you are so desperate. No matter how desperate you can be, a total stranger. Instead of proposing on the spot, proposing on the first meeting, what we want to do is we want to take them on a date. And this date is to get to know your business better, to like your business, to trust you, right? To like you, to know you, to like you, and to trust you. That is why we want to engage this email marketing sequence. Now I'll go deep on it. But this entire email marketing sequence, because some people will not be in a hurry to buy now. In fact, most people that will most likely book a call now are the people who are in most pain. But the people who won't book a call with you, they're not really in deep pain. In fact, there's a theory, right? Give me a moment. There's a theory. So imagine this is the entire market. Yes. Right? Imagine this represents the entire market opportunity available to you in your industry. Right? And I'll just divide this. Okay. Now, this is the entire market. Good. Now, 60% of your market are in a situation, right, that I would term as they are not aware that they have a problem. That's the situation here. They are not aware they have a problem. Now, so now currently 20% of your market, forgive my drawing, 20% of your market are currently in a situation of problem awareness, right? I'll call it PA. These ones are unaware that they have problems, right? Problem unawareness. Why 20% are in a situation called problem awareness? Now, 17% of your entire market are in a situation of information gathering stage, right? Let me call it let me call it IG. They are in an information gathering stage, right? Then you have 3%. These are the people in your market who are probably in acute pain at the moment. Now, these are the people. So now, of this entire triangle, only these 3% of the entire market will respond to a campaign of you want this service, you're struggling with this problem, call this number. Only this amount of people will respond to that market. Why? Because they are in pain at the moment. Now, 17% of your market are in information gathering stage. What does that mean? That means, okay, they are aware they have a problem. Now they are actively looking for a solution to that problem, right? And then, why 20% are in a problem awareness stage? You just became aware that they have a problem. Let's say you sell accounting services, are probably helping people with their taxes and all, and then someone doesn't realize at the very moment that probably after 10 years of doing business, the person was not up to date on his tax payment and made some errors on his tax payment, right? So now the moment the person realizes that, right, probably maybe the government came over to his place and then discovered that he has been owing this amount of tax and is about to get in prison. That in that instant, the person becomes aware that he or she has a problem. And there are people who are living in ignorance. That's 60% of your market. So now what most businesses do in their marketing campaign is target only these people. That means there's a very huge opportunity here to make more money if you are targeting 97% of your market. The people who are in information gathering stage, the people that are not aware of their problem, the people who are unaware of the problem, and people who are aware of their problem. So you want a marketing tactics that targets these people. Now, what these people all need is one beautiful thing: information. If your business can provide them this information, there's a very high chance, and eventually when they're about to make a decision on acquiring a solution that will solve their problem, there's a high chance that they go to you and they come to you. Why? Because while they were yet in this entire stage, We gave them the needed information for them to move forward. So that is what you want your marketing method or protocol to be like. That is why we are integrating the sales page. After we are integrating all these things, especially the sales page, especially this email marketing sequence, we want to nurture these people in the market who are not ready to buy now, probably because they are not aware of their problem. They are aware of the problem, and they are in a situation where they're gathering information on how to solve the problem. And guess what? Like I said, if you are the one that will provide them with that information, they are most likely to do business with you. So sorry, let me clear this up. So that's that about that. Now, so a quick recap of this will be what we use all these three methods mostly to get enough people to know about your business. Then we send them to a landing page where what we want to do is we want to get their details, because we want to, like I said, take them on a date. We don't want to propose to them on the spot, but take them on a date, right? And when we have their email, their phone number, we can always market to them via email and by phone number. We can send them to this page, a sales page that is designed logically and psychologically, ethically, to convince people that you're the best person to work with. And then in case they don't make that decision for one reason or the other, we have people who call appointment setters who will reach out to them and get them to book a call with you. And then we have this email marketing sequence to nurture the 97% of your market who are not ready to buy now for one reason or the other. We nurture them, and eventually when they're ready to make a decision, they come to you because you give them the information they needed. And of course, you want to make sure that you only speak, your business only, your sales team or you only speak with the most qualified people who can afford the services and who need the services the most. And then we want to get them to book a call with you. Now, because like I said earlier, I told you earlier in the video, right? This is Alex Omozi, right? He started the company and was doing a lot of beautiful things. And all of a sudden, his partner did some very incredible, friendly gesture and ran away with the money. So he was stuck. The credit card that had like 100k, right? 100k in credit, right? And then he used this method I'm talking about right now, right? Not all of it, but a major part of it, to be able to move from 100k in debt to about 17, to take home 17 million in the next year, in 1 year period, right? And I ended up selling this company for $46.2 million in 2021. And started multiple other companies, Alan, Prestige Labs, and then his current company, acquisition.com, which is doing beautifully well. They acquire companies and then they help them scale massively. So now, I want to show you what this entire protocol looks like in a more breakdown, detailed format. I trust that as a business owner, you're currently looking for methods to grow your business and willing to help me sit out through all of this. So now, the first protocol that we have here is the ask protocol, right? So to run ads, the first mistake most people do, probably you hire a marketing manager or maybe just an agency to market for you. The first thing most of them do is they collect your money, they get one picture, get one graphic designer, cook something up, and they post. Boom, they've done advertisement for you, which is not the best way to do it, because you end up spending much money and getting very little result. Now for B2B businesses, consultancies, the most way you can get leads via ads are through Google Ads, Facebook, and LinkedIn. I've covered them already, how powerful they can be. And then the first part of this protocol is we want to draft out an ICP, ideal customer profile, because not everybody is your ideal client. Not everybody can afford what you're offering. So we will draft this out. The next we'll segment your customer base. The next, we are trying to gain a deep understanding on your ideal client, We want to know their wants, their needs, their likes or their dislikes. We want to identify and truly understand their pain. And we can do this using surveys, interviews, research, in-depth discussions with clients, right? We are trying to build a solid foundation for running ads for your business. That's why we are doing all these things, right? And then also the next thing we do is we spy on your competitors. This system can spy on your competitors from, you can use Facebook ads library, Google ads library, LinkedIn ads library. You can see the kind of ads and methods they are using to run advertisements. And now, eventually, after doing all this groundwork that's this entire protocol, doing all this groundwork, we move into creating the actual ads itself from the creatives, that is the image and the video, right? Because now we've done this groundwork, it is way much easier to create this image, video, the copy, the text as the script, and the media buying is launching the ads, doing the targeting the ideal clients on Facebook, on Google, all those things and the likes. But this is the entire protocol, and this protocol works very well. Now, what I call the winning ad cycle. So this is it. We create a new ad, we launch the ad, we make sure we track the ad, and then we ensure that if the ad doesn't meet KPI, create a new ad. And you do this again and again and again and again. The very, very big mistake most businesses make is that they just run one advertisement and it doesn't work, and they say advertising does not work for my business. Come on, right? At times it may take up to 100+ iterations, right? So we want to launch as many of these ads as possible. We can launch like 10-20 ads at once. All we're trying to do is to find the winning ads, and the major KPI that we measure for ads is a click-through rate of 3%. So if you have a click-through rate of that is greater than 3% of your ad, what happens is you're most likely to make more money from that. Your ads is good at that point in time. So also note, probably you're watching the video, probably want to apply it by yourself. You don't sell on the ad. That's what most businesses do. And so one principles of running a winning, bold and disruptive, right? We want an ad because this social media is a very noisy place, very noisy. So if your ad is boring, if your ad just says buy now, oh, we have this, look at our product, look at how good we are. If your ad doesn't capture their attention at the moment, because while scrolling through Facebook or whatever they're doing, or LinkedIn, for instance, they are seeing a lot of things. They're having email notifications. Probably they have kids. The kids are calling them. So a lot is going on. Too much is going on. So you want an ad that can capture their attention, more than disruptive, and then you make a big promise, not selling on the ad. Like if you click this ad, you get this value. This is an example of an ad, right? I did for this business. Now, this is not what you typically see in terms of advertisement for businesses. This is a real estate company. This was the ad, breaking news, right? Ibadan realtor reveals top secrets, headlines, see how many people have lost their money in property acquisition. Now, this advertisement, using this protocol that I came up with, instantly grabs their attention. You're scrolling through Facebook, you want to buy a house, a property in Ibadan, and you see breaking news, and you see top secrets. Most likely you click on this ad. This ad would have easily said, you have 10 properties in Ibadan, come and buy 10 properties. And that won't get you results, right? So that's what I'm talking about, this entire protocol. And then the result was such that why spending only about $50 on advertisements, right? Or something on advertisements. In less than 2 weeks, we're able to generate 119 leads. Actually, this is not updated. We had over 130 leads, and we only spent $50 or 70K. 30 leads to market to, right? Not that people saw the ads. We had over 130 leads. So that's why this entire protocol works very well. It has worked a lot of businesses, right? So the next thing I'll be going over is the sales asset. Now, sales assets are like salespersons. They go about telling people about your businesses, how great it is, and how you can solve their unique problems. Instead of a one-to-one conversation, you have a one-to-many 1 to 10, 1 to 20, 1 to 30, 1 to 40, 1 to 50, 1 to 1 million, 10 million people all at once. But it is still doing the job of a salesperson, telling people about your business and how it can address their particular problem. Right? Now, even before I show you the protocol that we have for creating sales assets, I can convince people to work with you even before they meet your company. You're an insurance company, and you have lots of competition, but and then even when you get on a call with people, probably you're struggling to get them to make a decision, right? With a sales asset, even before they hop on a call with you or have a meeting with you, they are convinced already to work with you. Now, before I show you how this entire protocol works, I'll show you a very beautiful example of a sales asset. And this is Martin Connoy, right? Top G. This guy did something very fantastic, right? He wrote a sales letter, which is a form of sales asset. And this sales letter, because he was working at the Wall Street Journal, this sales letter was titled "Tale of Two Young Men." This sales letter brought $2 billion in revenue to this company. $2 billion in revenue to Wall Street Journal. Just take a moment and digest it, right? The very sheer power of having a sales asset that people can consume on a large scale, and it convinces them to buy your product, buy your services, buy your coaching programs, purchase your SaaS software, right? Or whatever you're offering. Probably you're in logistics, supply chain, whatever you're doing, right? The very sheer power to convince people at scale that, look, my company is the best company to work with. Not because I'm bragging or just saying about it, I'm showing you how, right? So now this is our protocol for developing sales assets that work really well. One, case studies. I did not say use cases. Case studies will just show a detailed example of how you help the client. For instance, let's say you are into maintenance and repair for industries or industrial automation, and then the client was at point A. Point A was the problem, and then they needed to get to point B being the solution, right? The case study will show how you're able to take them from point A to point B. Why do you need a case study? Because someone may have a similar problem as they. Maybe even they have problems with hiring or delegating certain things or business processes. And then they see a case study of how you helped someone who had a similar challenge and how you solve their problem. A case study. It could be video, it could be written format. Just follow the problem a client faced, the solution of how you solve the problem, the outcome, the result of how you solve the problem. That's a very beautiful case study. That's a very beautiful sales asset. I can convince people to like you, know you, trust you, want to work with you, even before they meet you. That's the beautiful thing about this system. Now the next thing is a sales letter. Now a sales letter like the one the legend Martin Connoy did for Wall Street Journal. It can be written format like this, like a casual letter, or it can be in a video format, right? A 10, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, with 1 hour video, no matter how long. So, but what this would do is the protocol is, first of all, we'll touch the pain points of the client, right? We emphasize on where they want to be. You are in pain. We touch that pain point. We let them feel the pain very well. Then we emphasize on their dream outcome. Then we show how your solution can solve their problem. Then CTA, that is because the entire thing of this letter is to get them to take an action. This action could be to book a meeting, a consultation call with you, a discovery call with you, a demo call with you, and then but to address FAQs. But the entire point of this letter is just to convince them to work with you, like the one that this wonderful guy here did. Now this one is HVCO, high value content offer. Now high value content offer is a piece of content, like I said, that helps solve a problem your ideal clients are already facing, right? So Why we need this is because I'm coming. Why we need this is because we want to capture leads, right? We want to capture leads. We want to capture leads, capture data, right? And then I told you earlier, we want to take them on a date, in the first instance. And one of the ways you can take them on a date is giving them a piece of information that's very valuable to them. Then they're like, wow, one, this person knows what he or she is saying. I want to work with you. So let's say your ideal client or your prospect is in current state, in pain, right? Wherever the person is, probably you have an HR solution, and a company has a very large workforce, right? They're in that pain, and to get to that point, they need to take like 10 steps, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, before they get to the dream outcome, right? And mostly these all steps require education, information, right, on how to go about it. So and probably your product, your particular solution is now the final step. So now your HVCO can entail these entire steps, right, or just one of it, or two of it, or three of it, or the entire thing, right? So because eventually, even when you decide to sell to them, you still have to take them manually through 1, 2, 3 up to 10, right? But with the HVCO and other methods I'm going to talk about later on, we are giving them all these things up front, right? We're giving them all these things up front to help them solve their problems, right? Just give them you know the way suya stand work, right? We have suya stands, and then you go to a suya stand, and then the aboki cuts the suya for you to taste even before you buy. And that's very fantastic, because you actually decide not to buy again, but he's doing that with a gesture of goodwill. And what happens is you're most likely to buy because it said the suya was good. Now you want more of it. That's what this HVCO is. So we give them a taste of your solution, and then they want more. It can be from a white paper, 7-page ebook, checklist, templates, and contain FAQs and the likes, right? Just like a suya guy wants to give them a taste of how valuable, of how you can solve their problem, so leaving them begging for more. Now this is cold outreach. I remember I talked about how we want to get leads and cold email or cold outreach. Cold outreach is just reaching out to somebody who has never heard about you before, and then trying to convince them to work with you and things like that. So now this is the entire protocol we have, right, for this. So the very first thing we want to do, we want to get the details of people, because cold outreach involves we need emails or phone number, but in this case we're using emails because email marketing works extremely well in 2024. We can use SMS and the likes, and probably calling people and the rest. But once this, we'll scrape leads, right? We scrape leads from the internet. There are tools we can use, Apollo.ai or B2B. Now this is very essential for B2B businesses, or B2B businesses. Why? Because tools like this, for example, let me show you this tool. This tool is Apollo.ai, right? Apollo.ai. Now with this tool, I can access the details of over 100,000 companies in Nigeria, right? I can access the details of over 100,000 companies in Nigeria, right? This is it, Nigeria, 100,000 companies, and that is massive, right? That is massive with this tool alone, right? You can get probably with their CEO, maybe their sales manager, their HR, their project manager, their chief engineer, whatever the service you're offering, probably their CFO, their CMO. With this tool, you can reach out to lots of them. And then there are multiple tools like this one, right? So there are multiple tools like this one. And then also there are other methods we can use. We can scrape leads from LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. What we mostly need is just their first name, their email, their position, and their company name. This is what we used to do the marketing. So we use this to capture their details. This most likely work for public coaches and consultancies, but for many B2B businesses, scraping leads from the internet using tools like this work very well. Apollo.ai, you can check it out yourself, right? Very fantastic tool, and they have a free trial also. And then the very first thing, next thing we do is once we scrape their leads, right, we validate those leads, right? Because when you start sending emails to people, to email addresses that do not exist, what happens is you get banned. You can't send emails anymore, right? So we want to avoid getting banned. So we validate those leads to ensure that we are talking with the right people, we are speaking to the right people, people who will respond, people who are real. And then we launch the campaign. So once we get their leads, then we launch a campaign for them. We send like 1-2 emails, and we send a follow-up email. Now I know the thing some business owners have told me is that there's nobody that wants to chat with you via email. Now we are not chatting with the prospect or the lead via email, so don't take it too hard that okay, so who have time, which CEO or which CFO who has the time to be chatting via email? That's not what we're doing, right? So we send email 1, email 2. All we want to do is that from this email, again, we want to lead them to a sales page to convince them to work with you, right? So you send them an email, then send them to this sales page. The sales page can contain your case studies, your testimonials, the sales copy, just a piece of information that convinces people to buy from you, to work with you, right? And then the CTA, probably to book a desire. So this sales copy will contain their wants, that will exploit their wants, exploit ethically and legally their wants, their desires, their pain points. You want to make them familiar with your business, your brand, and convince them ultimately to work with you. The sales page, and then we take them through to the qualification sequence. Like I said, you don't want to speak with everybody. You want to speak with the most people who can afford the services, who are in the pain and need services most. As the most people you can deliver the most value to. So we can ask them like 5-10 qualifying questions. Probably, okay, what is the revenue you generate, right? Because now, like for example, some business, so like probably you are offering accounting services, and it will make sense if you offer that services to businesses doing like 100 million naira in turnover, right? So that's why I want to use sequence here. So automatically you scrape their leads, get details of people, business executives, just ordinary people who need, or probably not regarding to their position. Just we scrape the leads, their email, their phone number, their details. We validate those leads, do an email campaign, send them to a sales page, come to work with you. We qualify them, and then we get them to book a call. Now this is very interesting because this is how this company is Olive Group. Olive Group are able to go from 2 million to 10 million in annual revenue using majorly this system, along with other things that I've talked about and we'll talk about later on. Same with this business. This is a digital learning institute. We're able to double their revenue, monthly revenue, from 100k to 200k pounds, right, in just 3 months with this method and everything, with the entire system. Now, the beautiful thing about code outreach is that this protocol we are including artificial intelligence. Now, most people will respond to a message or email when they feel like you are talking to them, when they feel like it was crafted to them, and this will use integrating artificial intelligence, right? So let's say we want to send an email, we put it into our tool, then the AI will then search for that person on the internet, search for the person on LinkedIn, right, to see what person is up to on LinkedIn. Probably person make posts, or just search for person's company on the internet, and then the AI will now send a personalized email, right? For example, hey James, the post you made on LinkedIn about the impact AI is having on sales was awesome. This could be anything. Probably you are speaking to businesses that are into logistics and everything, and they made a post about how logistic business is not booming or they're struggling here and there, and then but AI will go through their entire internet footprints, right, that are available to the public, not invading anybody's privacy. Of course, we go through it, and then send a personalized email. With this, most people are most likely to respond positively to the email by taking the action we want them to take to, which is eventually book a call with you. That's where AI is taking us to. So next we have appointment setting, right? So you recall that I said that those that did not take immediate action from this sales page, we send them to this place, appointment setting, so we can set appointments. Because what I believe what you want is you want to be able to wake up in the morning, your sales team are talking with the most qualified people on the market and selling them on your services and the things you're offering. So appointment setting. So this is the protocol we have. So once we have a hot lead, immediately it alerts the appointment setters, right? It alerts the appointment setters, right? You just get a notification, right? And under 5 minutes, these appointment setters will reach out to them. We'll call them, right? And if they don't pick, call them later on. But if they pick, then through the call, they will qualify the lead, the person, to ensure the person is the best person you want to work with. Person fits your ICP, ideal customer profile. And now you may say you already have a call center. This is not a call center, because call centers they don't respond this fast to leads. Probably call centers are nice for maybe customer tickets, probably sorting out issues, complaints, or things like that. But in getting you booked meetings with qualified leads, you don't want a call center. You want appointment setters, individuals who are trained to set appointments for businesses. Let's say you are offering an accounting service and you are offering it to maybe just media companies or just companies, right? Groups and groups like that. So, and while following through this entire process, what happened is they got our free value content offer, or lead magnet, some people will call it. So they downloaded this document, they downloaded it here. Now the appointment center will call them and be like, okay, hello Mr. John, we just noticed that you downloaded our free guide on how to save more money on taxes in your business, right? They say yes. We hope that was valuable to you, and we wanted to know if you're probably having issues with your taxes currently and things like that, or you're having accounting issues in your business and causing you headache. Okay, probably the person says yes. Okay, that's fine. So person just talk with the prospect, and then when the appointment center deems the prospect fit for your business, of course using a script which we would develop for your business, using a script. Okay, fine, that's great. So can I connect you with somebody in my company who is very good at helping businesses like yours to solve your tax issues? Something like, can you say yes, no problem. When will be available? Okay, next week Friday by 5 p.m. Fantastic. I'll book you a meeting. So instantly the appointment center will then book them to a call. So this is very beautiful, because let's say the entire method and everything we use, the appointment setters are able to make 100 calls, and probably through the calls only 40 of them are qualified, and then just 12% of them show up on the call with your business. So automatically you are speaking with 12 new qualified prospects for your business. Now imagine that you have 12 new people, not just random people, but qualified people for your business, right? And probably you can close half of them. Imagine the kind of revenue you can generate from that. So apparently we're working on something very fantastic, very beautiful, right? Because this currently will be done by humans, and then artificial intelligence is coming into this space and able to deliver way more results. In fact, it's already released in the US and it's doing amazing results. So now to make 100 calls, you may need like 5 to 10% on your payroll, right? You could charge them commission basis, and then it could take them like 16 hours to make this call. And after everything, you only get 12 booked meetings. But then with AI, we can do more calls just with one AI. So call them, qualify them, speak with them. It will sound like a human being, right? 200 calls, and can do that in the same span, 16 hours. and the same span generates way more meetings for us, 24 booked meetings. That means you're most likely to generate more revenue. Why? Because you're speaking with more people, unqualified prospect at the end of the day, right? So that's the entire appointment setting process. You get hot lead under 5 minutes. The appointment setters reach out to them, talk with them, qualify them. If they're qualified, they'll book a call with them on your calendar. So your sales team is speaking with the most qualified people ever. So if you notice, we're using several methods to get as many possible qualified prospects to your calendar as much as possible. Now, this is the very beautiful part, the email marketing. Remember, I talked about an email sequence that we use here to nurture leads, right? Now, because, like I said in the diagram earlier, not everybody will buy now. We want to nurture people. Some people need extra push to make a decision, to even book a call with you and speak with you. So we have a sequence here that has worked very well, that has worked for many businesses very well. And what happens is, so immediately enter your email sequence. How this protocol works is, instantly they get an introduction email. So write introduction email. So instantly they get an intro email. So the intro email, you just let them know about your business, and then it will be valuable. This entire thing here, we're trying to nurture. So mostly what we are doing here is we are sending to them valuable information, valuable content. From introduction email, you send them to a VSL. Like I said earlier, a video sales letter, convert people to work with you, get them to know you and trust you and work with you. So then next day we send a follow-up email, second email, third email, fourth email, fifth email, sixth email, and then seventh email. Note that every single day out of these 7 days, right? I know you may feel like, are we not pestering on them? No, right? Because if every single day we are saying buy and ask, we're saying buy from us, book a meeting, automatically what happens is they will get disinterested, they will feel pressurized. We don't want that. Like I said earlier, every single of this information, we are adding value. Remember our 10-step process, right? They need to, for them to experience relief from the pain, they need to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 steps, right? So solution is number 10. From 1 to 9, we want to take it from 1 to 9, right? With all this entire process here. That's what we are doing here. So we're helping them out. And in fact, they will even be looking forward to receive an email from your company, because you are giving them value every day. And the beautiful thing is, AI is doing very fantastic right now with AI personalization, right? We're able to personalize this email to make them feel like we are speaking to them directly, to make them feel special. Everyone wants to feel special. You don't want to feel like the email that they are getting, a billion people are getting the same email. Want them to make feel special. With artificial intelligence, we optimize that and we get better and greater results. And eventually, from the email, of course, we qualify them again and get them to book a call with you. So we are using several methods to ensure we're trying to leave no stones unturned with this entire system to ensure you get as many calls as possible booked on your calendar with the most qualified people, of course. Then now, this is an example. Sabri Subi, I mentioned him earlier. Now, this is a very fantastic guy because I said he has a marketing agency in Australia, King Kong, and they have worked for like past decade. They've been able to generate about $7.8 billion in sales for all the clients across several niches and industries. And he also has a bestseller book, Sell Like Crazy. If you like reading books about business, and I recommend you should read this. And the major backbone of how he was able to do this, and is still able to do this, is this entire sequence, right? Is this entire email sequence. The major backbone of how he's able to do this is this entire email sequence. Because like I said, not everybody wants to buy now. People need information for them to make a decision. So that means this works very well. And now we're talking about $100 million offer. That's Grand Slam offer. Now the $100 million offer, an irresistible offer that your ideal clients will feel stupid saying no to, especially if you are in a very competitive industry where the competition is based on price. Which is cheaper? I will go with which is cheaper, right? Competing on pricing is basically cannibalizing your own business. Apple is growing, while other companies, they're not competing on price. And there are like 100 other smartphone companies in the market, but yet they are still progressing. So once you want to leverage this offer to do that, and also so that you can appeal to your ideal clients as one of one, not one of many, and so help you increase your price and perceived value. Because if you have a Grand Slam offer, you can charge higher than what everybody else is charging. You can charge higher than what everybody else is charging, and still sell more than everybody else, allowing you to get more talent, to treat your staff well, generating more revenue. Why? Because you have a Grand Slam offer. And the formula for this is we want to this formula for it, right? Creating a Grand Slam offer. Now we have dream outcome times specific likelihood of achievement times time delay times effort and sacrifice equals to value. So we want to increase this numerator to 1. Want to decrease this numerator to 0. If we can increase their dream outcome, we can help them see, okay, you are not just delivering accounting services, you're helping them save more money so they can invest better in their business, right? You're helping them save money and generate more revenue for them. Probably you're offering an HR solution. We want to make them realize that you are not just offering an HR solution, you are trying to offer a freedom from the stress and the worry of paying lots of people at the same time, managing transactions and things like that. So want to increase their dream outcome, their perceived likelihood of achievement. Want to make them say that, okay, this is possible, and then want to decrease the time delay and effort and sacrifice and value. So what happens is when this happens, right, 1/0, especially when 1 is the limit, mathematically this results in an infinitely high offer, and because it is infinitely valuable, you can charge as high as you want, no matter the competition on the market, like Apple and other businesses that have lots and lots of competition, but yet they are still charging very high because of how well they're able to increase their offer. But then the entire thing is, the key is just figuring out exactly what they want. As we want to do, figure out what they want. So the entire protocol we have for this is, first of all, the ask now we want to know your ideal clients. We want to get their pain points. What are the major pain points? What are the things pushing their buttons? We want to know what their dream outcome is. We want to know what is the biggest obstacle preventing them from reaching their dream outcome. Then next, we want to develop a solution for them. Now, you already have a solution, but the thing is, at times you want to really spell it out. You want to highlight all the problems that they are facing. We want to highlight all the possible solutions, because like I said, from A to B, what are the things that can be done, what are everything that needs to be done for them to get to point B. And now because you are solving more problems for them, you are giving them more value. So giving them more value, generating more revenue, and then you can solve the problem using a done for you method, right? Or a done with you method, or a DIY, which could be coaching, which could be consulting, or any method. And that's a unique mechanism in solution. And eventually, to increase sales, that generates a very valuable offer. We can use upsells, downsells, cross sales, value stack, guarantees, and the likes and the likes and the likes. This is the protocol, and this protocol have worked very well for several businesses. Example is Alex Homozy, again, my guy. Yeah, again, you seen him earlier. This is his new company, acquisition.com. He wrote a bestseller, 2021, $100 million offer. How to make offers so good people refuse to be saying no to. He came into an industry where people were charging $1,000 for services, $5,000 for services, and he was able to develop an offer that he could charge $16,000 as a setup fee, right? A one-time payment of $16,000 US. And guess what happened? when he had that powerful offer, with all the system involved, guess what happened? 17 million in profits in the next year, and for selling the company for about $46.2 million. So at times it's not just based on pricing. At times you need to develop an offer that is so good you feel stupid saying no to, that even if there's so much competition in your market, you can still charge as high as you want because you're offering so much more value, right? And you're increasing the perceived value, and the likes and the likes and the like. So we're almost coming to an end here. And then next is the content strategy. Now you may be saying, why do you need content? When I make content, I mean valuable content. I don't mean thank God it's Friday post. I don't mean maybe seasonal greetings post. That's not what I mean. Content that addresses the problem your people are facing, where the clients are facing, right? We have protocol to help you create that, especially if you're a very busy person, right? Why do you need content? One, you need to establish yourself as an expert in the field. As an expert in the field, right? And two, also you want your ideal clients, because the thing is, the default thing most people do in today's age is that once they're having a problem, they go on the internet and search for a solution. Google, YouTube, Twitter, whatever. Now, why you need content for your business, no matter how big, no matter how small your business is, such that when they go on the internet looking for a solution, the person that will come up is you, is your business. That is why you want this method here. You want to be the person that will come up when they search for a solution. And if you're the one that comes up, you're adding value to them, and following the very law of human nature, when you add value to people, they want to add value to you back. So what happens is, because you give them that value, they are most likely to do business with you, not somebody else who probably the only post they have is thank God it's Friday post. So the protocol we have for developing content at scale for your business to ensure you are top of mind, top of heart, adding as much value as possible to people on the internet, your ideal clients, because of course, except you are selling I don't know, but there's literally no business where your ideal clients are not on the internet. Probably there is, but it's fading out as fast as possible. The first thing we do in this protocol is generate as many content ideas as possible for your business, right? Using several tools, using FAQs, using the trending topics in your industry. There are tools we can use to find out what people are looking for on the internet concerning your industry, even from your conversation with people selling your products. You know what they're facing and problems like that. You know what they want to know. We also have the 10-step framework for creating content. So this is how we do it. Now, the most kind of content that convinces people to work with you is not usually short videos, usually long, valuable videos that shows your expertise, probably podcasts or things like that. So what we do is, first of all, we want to create long-form videos, long-form valuable keyword, valuable videos. Valuable videos. That's what we want. We want very valuable videos. Right? So we script it, we plan, we shoot, we edit, we post the videos and everything, format the videos and everything. But then what we do is, after making these videos, because we want to make as much content as possible, and we now send it to this place, the AI content maker. The AI content maker. So we have an artificial intelligence that we train on helping you to churn out more valuable content for your business on several platforms. So make a long form video, minimum 1 hour plus, make like 4 of that in a month, or 2 of that in a month. Then we train the AI, and then we add it to an existing body of knowledge around the field. And what we do is instantly, now the AI can take that video, 1 hour video, 2 hours video, and then divide that video into like, you just look at the video and just point maybe like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 very valuable pieces of information for that video. So you can take that. So yes, that's a short form video. So just look at the entire long form video. Just pick maybe this 30 seconds whereby you said something that was very, very, very valuable, and then you can post that on Facebook, on TikTok, on LinkedIn. You can post it anywhere, YouTube Shorts. This now, we can turn this from a 2-hour video, right, per month, to releasing like 3 to 6 short form content per week. So if your ideal client stumbles on your page, they can spend hours and hours and hours going through very, very valuable pieces of content. And what happens that at the end is they're most likely to work with you. Once you've added them value, they've gotten to know you, you've taken them on a date. Right? Also with the AI, you can churn out from that video and from existing body of knowledge, you can churn out like 2, 3, 4 blog posts per week relating to what you discussed in the video, and then you can turn that to podcast. This way you're churning out like 12 pieces of content per week alone for your business. So there's never a dull moment on your page, right? This does not relegate all your Thank God It's Friday posts, but these are valuable pieces of content that we keep posting on and on and on several platforms. They go on Facebook, they see you, valuable content. They go on Google, they see your blog post, valuable content. They go on Spotify, podcast, valuable content. And all these things will nurture people, right? You need this to nurture people so that when they jump on the call with you, they're like a patient going to a doctor, and they're already sold on working with you already, even before reaching out to you. Bill Gates made a very profound statement a couple of years back. Content is king. And he said that content is where he believes most of the money made on the internet. So your business needs content. No matter what you're doing, your business needs content. Now this is a research agency made fantastically well. They did an analysis and made the projection that by 2032, the content market will be worth over $2 trillion. So what $2 trillion? They're predicting the content marketing market to have reached this valuation. So imagine the opportunities available for your business. If at the end of the year you have like over 100 hours of content on your page, imagine the amount of people that will convert automatically to become paying customers from the sheer volume of producing valuable content, not even advertisement or any other method. Like I said, all those Thank God It's Friday posts, they will not convert. This is what converts: valuable piece of content. And with AI, we can turn out 12 pieces of content per week on several platforms. And then we have sales enablement protocol, which is to enable you close more deals. There's one thing to book calls, there's another thing to prime the clients, that one, for them to show up and to prime them to ready to purchase from you, and also to put a couple of things that can assist your current sales team or you yourself to be able to close more deals. So I'll just go through the entire protocol. The first thing is tracking. Now most companies don't track anything related to their selling. You just sell, and that is no way to grow predictably. That's no way to grow, because you want to grow logically, right? You want to make projections, right? And you want to do an analysis for you to grow, right? So you want to track their key metrics. We track like your pipeline velocity, your conversion rates, your revenue you get per sales rep, right? We want to track all these things. We have tools to track them. We design them, customize them for your CRM software to track those sales, right? And then we implement tracking. Then we design the system, then we implement it. But everything we are doing is we're trying to track key data, because with those key data you can make key decisions. So another thing you want to do is you want to record sales calls. You're recording sales calls because you want to be able to go back and review it and show your sales team, okay, this is where you made mistake here. This is how we can improve. Okay, this method works well. Everybody use this method that this person is using. So we don't want to use it to increase more sales. We can use artificial intelligence to transcribe the call, analyze the call, extract information like pain points, objections, and successful selling techniques. Because with this now you can easily grow and scale, because you're not scaling or not growing emotionally, you're growing logically. So we set up tracking, we set up recording and analyzing techniques. And of course, I'm noticing that many companies don't have a sales script. We want a sales script, because if you are getting 100 calls a day, talking off the top of your head to those people will be very difficult. Even your sales team, you want your sales team to be able to have a guideline to which they follow. So we'll use with the very sales script. I've worked for thousands and hundreds of businesses, right? We test the sales script. This is working, this is not working. identify several strategies to develop that, and then upload that to your CRM to allow your sales people easily access the sales script. And then of course we motivate teams. We have 10 sales teams. We want to get them to be able to work very well and generate more leads for your businesses. So what we do in that regard is we can have a leaderboard, right? So all this will be automated on the software. So at the end of the month, we see, okay, this is the best salesperson. At the end of the month, all this is automated, and so as people are seeing it, they are making more decisions, and then you can develop and organize rewards programs tied to leaderboard rankings, right? You just want to incentivize them to keep working as hard as possible to generate more revenue for yourself and then for themselves as much as possible. Also, we have a protocol to assist you in acquiring talent, acquisition, and then training. So we have a recruitment strategy and to attract top salespeople, right? And also onboarding, because it's one thing to get salespeople, it's another thing to train them. You don't have to spend your personal time training them, where they have with AI, with video recorded and every other thing, like an entire course, and they can go through in 1 week, and next week they're ready to work for your business. Of course, we analyze the performance of your sales performance, again tracking. We want to track as much as possible because we make better decisions with data, right? That's sales enablement. And then finally, we have a follow-up sequence. Like I said earlier, it is one thing to set calls. It's another thing for people to show up on the calls you set. So now this is the protocol we have. So one, let's say they agree to book a meeting, a discovery call, a demo call, whatever they call, they agree to book a meeting. The first message they get automatically will be a confirmation message, right? It will contain details of the meeting, of the time, the place, the topic, and you can use SMS or email, and then we'll keep sending them reminder. Send them 5-day reminder, 3-day reminder, 1-day reminder, 3 hours reminder, 15 minutes reminder, 1 minute reminder, so that they don't forget. But also the message we'll send them will give them the very option to reschedule, just in case something came up, maybe 3 hours to the scheduled call, something came up, they're able to show up. We give them an option to reschedule automatically, just reschedules them for another time and day that's comfortable for them. And also we want to get them familiar with your business as much as possible. So within all this period, we are adding as much value as much as possible to them, right? And now this is very this is why a follow-up sequence is very important. Now let's say you book 100 calls, 50 of them show up, right? And then your team has a closing rate of 10%, and out of 50 people that showed up, they went to close 5 deals. Good. Then that's like 50 million naira in revenue. That's if you have a 10 million naira product or service. And then, but then with an automated follow-up sequence and with the sales enablement, what happens is you can have 100 calls booked. Instead of 50, you have 80 people show up, and then because of the sales enablement, that protocol, you're able to increase your closing rate to 20%. What happens is you then close 16 more deals. Eventually, we're at 60 million naira in revenue. That is 3x what is here. Why? Most of protocols like this being put in place, systems like this being put in place. So that's just the entire sequence and step. This is the entire protocol that can be used to, if you're a business owner, probably B2B executive, B2B consulting, coaches, you're a coach, right? And you get like 50 more clients, maybe 10 more clients per month, 20 more clients per month. You want to scale, you want to add maybe $1 million to $1 billion naira in your monthly revenue. You just want to increase your revenue top line, right? Even bottom line. These are systems that I've shown you that have worked over and over and over again in several businesses, and if this is something you are willing to do, something you want to work on, you can book a call with me, then we can discuss on how we can develop this entire system, customize it for your business to help you scale and grow as much as possible.